Time to get ready. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of the StyleShaker, your guide to greener, cleaner beauty. Today I'm doing a full face of cleaner beauty. I'm also going to do one of my favorite easy eyeshadow looks that I've been leaning towards a lot lately. Grab a cup of coffee, tea, whatever you want, and let's get into it. What's already on the face? Well, I did a face mask, so it's been a while, but I felt like it was time. Things look a little pinky. It's Tata Harper's resurfacing mask. I've talked about it before, still love it. Brows, I used the PYT brow pencil, and I put on the Osmia Purely Simple Face Cream. I'm gonna do a scorecard post for that soon. So let's do some base coverage. I'm gonna put my hair back better. I'm gonna start with something that is new, which is the 11 by Venus Williams. Oh, love the Williams sisters, love tennis, love Wimbledon. I found out she had her own line with Credo that she was launching exclusively there. Obviously I had to buy it. 100% sheer mineral broad spectrum SPF 30. Like flew out. Thick but not too thick, which for me is a good thing. Oh, it's splattered on my forehead. So it's supposed to not have as much of a white cast. Before review, this is just me trying it out. So if I press this on my face and it gets pink, it's because I just did a mask. Don't attribute that to the product. I want to be sure that you guys aren't like, what's happening? It feels thick, but not really thick, not hard to work with. It feels really moisturizing. I'll just keep doing this. You guys just hang out. I'm gonna do this for a while. Next, I'm going in with a product that I've loved and I haven't done a full review on yet. Why? It's been a couple of crazy weeks, months. That's the truth. It's the Maya Chia highlight of the day. I'm a big fan of this one. I like to put it on with a little bit of light moisturizer, and I'm using the Osea Atmosphere Protection Cream. One of my favorite lighter weight moisturizers I received in the Petit Four box, actually. So I only put a couple of drops. Sometimes it gets gooped up in the dropper. Don't need a lot, I just probably put too many drops on there. Let's see, it looks like a hot mess. You rub, and this like opalescent sheen starts to happen. I'm like, hey, profesh. I love this. I like to dial it down and sheer it out with the moisturizer, or else I feel, for me, it's a little too, my face is an opal. Some people might like that. So hopefully this is reading a little bit. I can see it on camera, and my skin, having moved out to a drier climate, really soaks this stuff up. The amount of product that I've put on my face just now, if I were in Florida, I would be dripping. Stuff like that really does matter, and obviously your skin type. So for oily skin types, maybe you're not gonna need as many initial steps. I know my face looks a little oily right now, but not oily, it's a glow. And then you'll see what I do to tone it down, because I wouldn't go out like this. That's my glowy face. Some people were like, ooh, that's my least favorite shade for this illuminating serum. I happen to really like it. Let's just let that kind of do its thing for a second before I put on a powder foundation on top. One of my favorite things to do right now is put on a moisturizer, and I ebb and flow with this. I go back and forth. Right now, I'm loving the combination of a lightweight moisturizer and then a powder foundation on top. The finish is really great for my skin, and I don't know if you've done it. Let me know in comments if this is one of your favorite combos, but I've been doing it all the time lately. So next I'm going to put on the Fit Glow Correct Plus in Peach. This was gifted. Oh, also this was gifted. I purchased the 11. Now I'm gonna pop this on underneath the eye, and I have a full review for this, so you've probably already seen it. If not, I think this is a fantastic product and I use it on its own. I like to use a brush here. It just seems to work better. It's the Fit Glow brush. You don't have to use a Fit Glow brush with a Fit Glow product, but this is what I have. It does something kind of magical. Gets out the ruddiness, the redness, the transparency. You can see like little veins through the skin, which is cool. I'm human, I'm all about that, but sometimes I want a clean canvas there. Because of the mask, I have a little bit more pink than normal. This was my normal pink not too long ago, but since switching up and streamlining or simplifying my skincare, that went away. Now I'm just gonna blend in on the other side, and I'll be right back. And voila. I just press in with the finger. Yeah, it just clears it up. It doesn't look like shellac either. It has a very natural look and feel to it. And it's not too pinky or rosy, which is what I thought would happen with the corrector since it's a peach corrector. I'm a fan, if you couldn't tell. Now we're gonna use, you and me, we're doing it together, but I'm doing it kind of words. I'm gonna use the Clove & Hallow Powder Foundation. This is a refillable compact. Thank you, Clove & Hallow. This is the powder. I'll have all of the information below with links for the use, and that's how it picks up on the brush. Sometimes a ton picks up on the brush and it looks like zero coverage. This, however, as you'll see, let's zoom you in. Does a really good job. Ready? Here we go. That's just one swipe. It's good. Full review coming soon. But the other reason I like this is because it doesn't over mattify when I have something luminous underneath. So you can see a glow, some kind of glow, like a candlelight kind of glow going on, yet it's not shiny. So it looks a little bit more subtle, natural. I really like the combination. That's it. 2 rounds. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Sigma Large Powder F30 here. Let's do a concealer check. It's a little damp. Pop on some 14E setting powder. Don't want to put a lot on. It doesn't always blend well with this stuff under the eye. But on top, it does a fine job. And it's already creasing on top, so yeah, that needs to happen. Eyeliner. I'm using the Kjaer Weis Purple Eyeliner. So gifted. I'm just gonna go against the base of the lashes. This looks really great in the beginning of the day. I don't find it to last incredibly long, but I do really love the color. Not a necessarily all day wear for me, or if you have oily lids, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a pencil to stick around. Although I know there are some. I haven't really gone back and tested. If you have a favorite that doesn't glide off your eye or kind of fade away, let us know in comments. But sometimes if I really want to reinforce it and not have to mess with it, I will put a liquid liner like the Zuzu Luxe liquid liner, which of course takes away from the color because the Zuzu Luxe liquid is black. That lasts. There you go. Little line, happy girl. Then for shadow, the Jillian Dempsey lid tint. You guys have probably seen me use this quite a bit because I love it. Love it, and I love it, and I love it. Because it's no fuss. Yeah, it's gonna potentially crease, especially if you have oily lids, but really not badly. So I do that just first. And then there's 2 options. So I've been really into the silver cool tones. Whoa, I almost dropped that. That would have been really upsetting. This is the RMS Twilight Madness TM21 shadow. I've loved this for a very long time, and I love putting this on top, and I'm just using sort of a fluffy brush to do that. This is the MOTD Build and Blend, but it cools it really softly. It looks totally subtle for day, but I really like the way this looks. I don't know why. And this was not even something I was just grabbing for stuff one day quickly, and I did this, and you're like, whoa, I really like how that looks. There's also the Han All Natural Eyeshadow, and I have this in Taupey Plum. Twilight Moonlight, by the way, or the Twilight Madness, it's silver, but it doesn't read high metallic. That's the other thing. It's not a high metallic shadow. This is more metallic than that. And this is Taupey Plum, like I mentioned, from Han. Very good price point. Sometimes I'll add this in there just above if I want a little bit more dimension. And this is also kind of fun for a liner if you want to use it. You can kind of go a lot of different ways with all of that stuff. But again, it's really, really subtle, and I love the color combinations for that. You don't need to use all 3, of course. You could even just use 1. You can do whatever you want. I'm just sharing kind of my favorite combos for eye, for summer. At the moment, this is like my happy place. Next, a new product to me. This is from Erin's Faces, the Matcha mascara, which you saw a first impression if you watched the unboxing. This has been very impressive. The company as a whole has been impressive, but the performance here is so solid. It's so impactful. I did read that this lasts for only 3 months. It's a very non-preservative laden formula, so use it up. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. I want to keep mascaras for too long. You don't want an eye infection. Been there, done that. Not fun. Do you see, like, it did such a good job. Small business, women owned, for the win. The more I test this, the more I love this. I feel like that's all I have to say there. Now, only a couple more steps. This is from Ilia. It is their bronzer, and I have this in shade, what shade is this? Novelty Night Light Bronzing Powder. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is sort of a nice middle ground bronze for me. It hasn't been too far on the warm side, orange side, not at all. It's also not too far cool. It shows up, but is actually pretty easy to work with. Pressed powder sometimes is just easier. Although some people say that about loose. It's totally your preference. Hello. Yeah. That's all she wrote. Then there's not enough glow. Definitely I'm feeling the glow here. I want to do some other stuff that I haven't been using as much. This is the Aether highlighter. Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter, Pink Diamond Dust. Pink Diamond Dust. I remember the first time I used this, I thought it was really gonna be wham bam, and it wasn't. Then I realized I need a right size brush. Really changed how it worked on my face. Hello, hi, how are ya? Nice to meet ya. Little glittery. Verdict's out on this one still, because I haven't put it to the full test. I haven't like kept my eye on it. So we'll say lip, and then we're done. I'm using the Beetroot Cheek and Lip Tint from Air Perez because it's been really fun to use, and the shade is called Fun, so spot on. Going to stain the lip a little bit with that color. The doe foot also becomes a lip liner. You know, it lets you be a little bit more precise with the application, which I love. Talking and applying, not smart. I have a little bit left on my finger. Apply to cheek. I mean, you could be way more intense with this. I don't want to go overboard with the blush. You can kind of see a nice little flush on top of the highlighter. It's sitting nicely on top of the highlighter. It's not gathering. Last step, I'm going to tone it down a little bit, give it a little gloss on the lip with the Saint Lip Lacquer in Pink Velvet. I just love this color. Such a nice color. It's a different lip color than what I've seen out there. I don't know, sometimes they do great in-between colors is what I call them. It was the same thing with clothing, you know, there'd be a basic magenta or like a basic purple, and then there would be a brand that sort of mixed it up a little bit, and it just had a little bit of a different touch and vibe to it. I was always drawn to those in-between colors. Super lightweight as well, which I appreciate, so no tacky. There you go, that is the final and completed look using some new products, some favorite products, lots of base products to get that glow on, and then just playing around after that, because that's kind of the point for me. I like playing around with this stuff. If you enjoyed the Get Ready With Me, then make sure you give it a thumbs up to support the channel. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. I'll see you guys right back here real soon. Until then, bye.